News.
It's news.
It's news. I wish news anchors would just scream out news every commercial segment. They come back. News.
We're back with the news.
We got weather. It's gonna rain.
News. It's gonna rain. Oh man.
I like this headline.
Oh yeah. I forgot I put some of these on here.
I love when you do notes like right after the last episode because you're still reading from the episode, but then you're getting ready for the next episode.
Yeah, it's true. So this first thing that I saw that caught my eye was there's apparently going to be a James Bond TV show, but it's not just any ordinary James Bond TV show. It's going to be reality TV. So
I love the headline though. A James Bond TV show is coming, but it's a reality competition show. Sorry.
Yeah.
So are the Canadians making this?
So sorry. I don't know, but like, I don't know. Would you want to see a real James Bond TV show, or does this sound actually more appealing that it's a reality competition?
It just sounds like The Amazing Race.
So
they complete
it could be
in a global adventure to win over $1 million by taking on tests of intelligence and endurance.
Yep, you're right. It's kind of sound like it's Amazing Race, huh? What? Then why is this called James Bond?
Okay, they just need to make him wear tuxedos and drink martinis the whole time.
That would be if they're always drunk. That'd be cool. This seems weird.
They're taking my reality show idea, remember?
Oh, yeah.
What was it? Travel the world. Oh, wait, no, it's just to bone a bunch of girls.
Yeah, that was, and then...
That's James Bond.
Avoid your bastard children.
That's James Bond.
Yeah, I guess it is James Bond. Your show is more James Bond than this. Like, from reading that, does that sound like James Bond at all?
No.
Like, there's nothing that even, like, talks about, like, I mean, is Daniel Craig going to be the host? Like, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why is this a James Bond reality TV show? I don't get it.
The cinematic format will be a test of intelligence and endurance. Wow. Apparently someone time looped this article. Says the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
Passing physical obstacles, and the contestants will be in a 2-person team. That's not James Bond. James Bond worked alone. No, he worked with
women.
Yeah, my reality show's way more James Bond than this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, no, this is dumb.
I'm not gonna watch it. You know why? I didn't even watch the last James Bond.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
So why would I watch this?
When it comes to Amazon Prime, I'll probably watch it. Maybe. Actually, no, I'm like multiple James Bond movies behind.
Whatever. I am too.
Last one I watched is the Home Alone one. This is fun. Speaking of Tom Cruise, like before, no one could tell Tom Cruise no by making the latest Mission Impossible movies, but he's telling the I think Universal no, because they're trying to do like the whole like 45 days. Oh no, it's Paramount. 45 days is coming on to Paramount Plus, and Tom Cruise is like, no, fuck you. I'm taking you to court on that shit. And apparently, I think he's doing some other stuff where he's like, no, we're still fine tuning this movie. Why they're like, I think they're either going to production or they started production on the next movie in the Mission Impossible because they were supposed to do it back to back, but COVID stopped that.
And he yelled at everybody.
Yeah, he yelled at everyone, and now he's yelling at Paramount because he's like, no, do not release my movie 45 days after onto a streaming service. He's going to be pissed. So, because he, you know, here's the thing with Tom Cruise. Just like when he was yelling at everyone is because he didn't want his movie or, you know, the movie to get shut down. He's like, follow these fucking rules so that we can stay in production. That means you have a job, I have a job, we're still making a movie. And he loves movies. He really does. And now he's doing this part where he's like, no, I believe in this movie so much. Go to theaters. It's not going to streaming services. And also, don't just send it straight to streaming services because all you're just trying to do is get more subscribers. So fuck you.
He followed the rules during the pandemic for his production company and for the studios. So the studios
could fuck him in the end. Is that what? Is that where you're getting to?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Pew pew, fucking bitch.
No, that's what I was. I wasn't gonna say. Man, I cannot talk today.
It's tough, man.
I think it's the moist in the air.
Is it? It's been a weird week, dude. It's been like so hot, and then it got so cold, and it's fucking with me.
And now it's windy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
And it's Wendy's.
Yes.
Unofficial. You're not a sponsor, Wendy.
No.
Anyway, I don't know. Are you gonna see this in the movie theater? Do you know when it comes out?
No.
No to both.
Yeah, no to both. I think. So, I guess my preferred opinion is like, no, let it go to streaming services 45 days because I'm probably more likely to see it. But I understand Tom Cruise's point behind it. Because he also wanted the movies, I think, to come out. I don't know. Maybe like do like a Matrix thing where like you only had to wait like 6 months or something.
That's stupid.
Really, you don't like that?
6 months, dude. They're out of theaters 3 months afterwards, so there's a gap where you can't even watch the movies.
Okay, so it should be 3 months then.
Which how many more days is that? What? How many days is that?
Not 45.
How is it not?
3 months? Usually, on average, a month is about 30.
Yeah. It's a month and a half. I forgot 60. I was like 30, 60, 45. Duh.
3 months.
Stupid.
Oh, man. Yeah, you were really just waiting for me to acknowledge that.
All right, when does Mission Impossible 7 come out, dude?
Who knows? But I don't know. I want it to come to streaming services. So, Tom Cruise, I hope you lose your battle, but I understand why you're doing it. So
July 14th, okay.
Yeah.
So 45 days after that, July, August. So it'd be on streaming services in September.
Yeah, roughly. Maybe end of August. Depends.
Here's the test. How's the Batman gonna do? Because Batman's 45 days after.
Yeah, most films now are usually about that 45-day mark.
Except for fucking Spider-Man.
When it
Wait, no.
Spider-Man's in a weird spot because of the fact that it's Sony. So I believe it's probably actually going to go to Netflix first, which that deal doesn't start until next year.
Oh.
I think.
Oh, streaming services. Oh, I forgot.
Sony doesn't have one. But so all the ones that are the main studios, those are the ones that are getting their shit like 45 days after. That's why you got fucking, Paramount Plus is big on that. They're getting all their, Jackass Forever.
Jurassic Forever.
Yes. Getting that one, that's out there on their streaming services. Like, that's what they're doing. Like,
by the way, how come you didn't review that movie?
There's just a lot of dicks. I mean, that was about it.
It literally just started with a dick.
Yeah.
I put that on I was like, you want to watch Jackass, me and my dad? And like the opening scene, I was just like, as a 36-year-old male, I looked over at my father and I said, I'm so sorry. I don't. This is internally comical as shit to me, but I just he can't really. Hey, Dad.
What did he think?
I don't think he appreciated it like I did, and I think the bonding moment of Jackass between me and my dad were all the nut shots.
Oh yeah.
Like the game show they did, and
that was really funny. Yeah, that was funny. There's a lot. there was just, to me, they're old. They're all really old, and then I get a new crew and everything. But because of their age, I felt like there was just a lot of stuff that it was very childish.
Yeah.
And I thought in the previous films, like, there is more like dangerous, and this one was just like, no, let's just keep on punching people in the balls like that, and just doing and showing dicks. Like, that was like their main thing. I felt like this time.
And they're like, hey, check out all these new Jackass people. And they didn't really do any stunts.
Nothing like spectacular.
No.
Yeah. So that's why I it was, I laughed my ass off during the watching it. But at the same time, when I was done, I was like, I'll watch 2.5 when it comes out. Because I heard there's some other pretty crazy stunts. Like, I don't know.
That's our Jackass review.
Yeah. Here we go. We alluded to this. Flash. Ezra Miller reportedly threatened to kill a couple. I didn't know that. I heard he got arrested like in Hawaii for. Oh yeah, it was like domestic.
Apparently he was drunk, or I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm not sorry. All these news outlets are saying refer to Ezra Miller as they, them. You're an asshole. You're being disorderly. You're a drunk, and you're trying to kill people. Ezra Miller as a he in this situation. I'm not going to give him his pronoun, okay? I am going to let him know you're an asshole, and they need to replace you as a Flash. With Elliot Page.
Okay.
Did you read this?
No, I didn't read it. I just saw the thing that he was arrested, and then I was like, domestic disturbance thing. Not that like he threatened to kill some.
Like he threatened to choke someone over karaoke, and he was just going crazy over this bar. And when this first came out, there was rumors that the patron that he attacked said, like, gave him permission to choke her. When this really finalized, he threatened to kill them. And he burst into the bedroom. I will bury you alive, your slut wife. See, he uses wrong pronouns for people. You're a jerk. Ezra Miller, you're not that cool. Like, you're a weirdo. And I don't think Hollywood should continue to glamorize this guy.
Here's the thing that I don't
him, they,
like.
She, it, thing.
Oh, never mind. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I didn't know how bad it was.
Well, good thing DC is setting up a multiverse so they can just release this movie, change the ending, and have a new Barry Allen.
Yeah, they could.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, if he went to the Oscars and slapped someone in the face, that would be a different story. We don't know when that happens, but
here's the thing. Let's talk about that too.
Okay.
I feel like this kind of all goes in line with. Okay, so if you didn't see the Oscars, Will Smith.
Nobody saw the Oscars.
Yeah, but until that part,
Until that part.
it blew up on social media. That Will Smith. Actor Chris Rock gets up, tells a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith about doing a G.I. Jane 2 because she has
Alopecia.
Yeah, alopecia, and she shaved her head because she was losing her hair. Which I hear there's reports that like Will Smith was first laughing at the joke and then was like, oh, and then he gets up and slaps the shit out of Chris Rock and then goes back down and yells at him. Take my wife's name out of your fucking mouth, right? Basically, yes.
And then
multiple times.
Chris Rock, I will.
Yeah.
So Chris Rock is a professional in this. Here's the thing. Chris Rock is a comedian who was paid to stand up and roast his peers.
Yeah.
That was a roast. It wasn't a joke about alopecia. It wasn't a joke about her condition. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Yeah.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
Here's my thing, though.
Okay.
Do you think that Chris Rock knew about her condition?
It doesn't matter if he does or not.
But so you don't think so? If he knew, you don't think it makes a difference if he knows or not?
No.
It's not insensitive one way or another.
Nope.
I mean, like,
because he's a comedian.
I
he's paid to do that, and his peers should understand.
Well, yeah, I do agree with that. I just wonder, like. I don't know.
Here's the other thing. Jada Pinkett Smith, she was laughing as well. She has been very open, and if you follow, so people have backtracked on her social media to see what her point is.
I heard that she kind of rolled her eyes, like she didn't like the joke.
She didn't like the joke,
but she also didn't get up there and slap him
because they have a history with Chris Rock.
Yeah.
So it was a impasse or something with Chris Rock. It wasn't the joke itself. It's because Jada Pinkett Smith doesn't like Chris Rock. So seeing that, Will Smith was like, shit, I can't let that pass. If it was any other comedian, I don't think this would have been anything. And here's why. Because Chris Rock was doing a joke with his peers, and a week before this, she was going on, I don't care what people say about me being bald. She was being very positive and proactive about this condition. So if someone like a comedian says something shitty like that on a grand stage, come on. You can't have it one way and then expect it another when you've been pushing this whole narrative this entire time.
Well, yes. Like, so I'm going to say, I don't think what Will Smith did was correct. I also do think, though, I'm like, I understand it's a joke and everything, and then I just want to, like, are you supposed to be, like, sensitive to these things? But, like, and he also says, I love you, Jada, like, he says those things, you felt like this is, like, it's a joke, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If it was something that she didn't like, the reaction that Will Smith did was inappropriate no matter what. But then I wonder, though, like, all right, if we took away, like, all these aspects of it where, let's just say it was, your girlfriend that had this whole thing, and then, you're at just some bar and some random guy says something like that. Is it different now if you go up there? Are you going to get more offended, or are you still like, what the fuck, man? Like, you're just drunk. Or like, you don't know anything, so fuck off. Like, do you hit the guy?
No.
I'm just wondering.
No.
Like, it's like no matter what, in any circumstance, you probably should not hit the guy because it's just some lame-ass joke. Is that what I'm getting?
Yes.
Yeah. Like, so that was my thing, and this is where I kind of connected to the Ezra Miller thing, is where, like, what? Like, Will Smith knows he's on live TV. Like, do you think you're just so above, just like Ezra Miller and this whole thing where you get to do whatever the fuck you want? Like, that's kind of how I take the picture with both these things, is that I'm going to do this because, like, it's me. Like, being in an audience full of people and the idea of getting up and smacking someone on a stage when you know there's cameras blows my mind. Same thing with Ezra Miller getting, like, okay, he's drinking. I'm sure probably Will Smith was probably drinking potentially. But doing this thing where everyone has a fucking phone and this is probably going to get out somehow, and you think this is appropriate to do these things. I just feel like they think they're so above everything, or they just have some really personal demons that they need to figure out. Like,
I think it's both for Will Smith because he's been dealing with this whole cheating scandal with Jada Pinkett Smith before.
Yeah, but
which was cheating but not cheating.
That's a whole nother thing where, like, they have such a weird relationship.
It's like the banana said. It's a misdirection of anger.
Yeah,
he took out his anger on someone else because of her. Because of
my wife.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I was just saying. But I agree with you. I think he feels like he's above because, okay, let's be honest. The cameras were on them from the beginning. Will Smith knew he was going to win that award. So he was going to, if he was going to do that, they weren't going to kick him out because he needed to get up and do the acceptance.
Even if he didn't win, I don't think they were going to kick him out.
Right. So he's above. He knew. He knew he was going to be above. And he knew he didn't have to do anything. And they showed, the camera showed him multiple times enjoying the show the entire time. But we didn't see Chris Rock the entire time, or we didn't see Kid Rock.
What? Where did Kid Rock come from? I didn't know he was there. I didn't know he was in attendance.
Because they slapped him out of the stage.
Yeah, jeez. I just...
Peter.
It's just it's a weird thing.
Let me ask you something, though.
Huh?
Do you think it was staged?
I don't... Yeah, there's so many things. Like, I've seen reports that back when, like, Will Smith was on the Fresh Belair.
Blair.
He was talking shit to some other person that had the same condition, and so I'm like, well, okay, so all right, you're a bigger person now, and he's always preaching about like love and everything, and yet then he goes and does this, and he's essentially since apologized for all these things, but it's just such a odd thing, like showing up all this, and then I seen videos of him like teaching people how to like take a hit, but then like or how to like fake a slap. I just
Will Smith's the biggest hypocrite. He's a comedian himself, dude.
well, yeah, and it's just that's what I'm saying. It's one of those things where it never should have happened, regardless of if you thought the joke was inappropriate or not. I think that's the bottom line. Chris Rock was doing a stupid joke, and I guess the question is, do you ever think for any joke should someone get hit in the face for it? You know, like, I just don't know. Like, but like in this culture right now, like it's so hard. It's like you can get canceled at a moment's notice, and that's the other part too, is that the fact like how's this going to affect his career? Same thing with Ezra Miller. How that's going to affect his career? Like I feel like the Ezra Miller thing is probably a little bit worse, but then you can just always blame it. Like, I have an issue. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes into rehab or some shit. You know, that's
Ezra
how you.
Will.
What?
Ezra or
Ezra. Yeah. I think that one you can almost like wash away. Like, oh, I have issues. I have problems. I need to go to rehab. And then you spin it that way where he's getting help. Will Smith, though, I don't know how you spin it. You know, he's always preaches that he did his apology, but you know, is he still going to be this global guy, or are you going to remember this guy that's just a bitch that got up on stage and slapped this guy? You know, like I just, for me, like it brought him down many levels for me liking him. Like
I agree.
I hear all these things about him, and I think he's kind of cool. But I also like there's parts that he was kind of already going down just with all the weird stuff with his family and his wife and relationship, and then on his wife on his like YouTube thing and the weird shit that he does on that too. Like he's a weird dude. He's very strange. So
I think this brought Chris Rock up.
Yeah, the fact that if that was me, I'd be on Will Smith's back, man. And it'd be a lot worse. Like,
Dude, if he would have tried to brawl him, that would have been cool.
That would be much better entertaining. But I mean, it was
However,
already very entertaining.
It's a joke. I will moved on, continued the show like a complete pro.
Yeah.
So if it was staged,
I don't think it was staged because of the fact his reaction to it. I don't think because like it was awkward. You know, he was looking. You could tell he kept on looking like, you know, what do I move on? Like it. Either he's really good at acting.
I was going to say that was a stadium or an auditorium full of actors.
Yeah. But what would be the benefit though to Will Smith? Like again, to me, the only thing it hurts his career in all ways. I mean, sure you can say like I do crazy things for my loved ones, but
maybe it's a
that's
diversion.
inappropriate.
Maybe there's a bigger thing going on with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith right now, and this is a diversion. And
maybe it's the reason why they're going to use it for divorce. But they have,
Yeah.
I don't. Again, the relationship, like I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see anything changing. It just changes my opinion on the guy. That's all.
And I agree. Will Smith sucks.
Yeah.
I agree.
So.
And he did even come back for Independence Day 2.
No, yeah, that's why he really sucks. You know what else sucks? It's probably gonna suck anyways.
Morbius?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This is.
Dude, you know how many people are like, don't go see that.
I mean, you're gonna have your. I think it's gonna have a mediocre release. Like you're gonna have your people. People are gonna go see it.
Have you read the reviews on this?
No, but I've already seen like people just say like I don't care what the people say. I'm gonna go see it because
there's no direction in this movie. Apparently, like there's no flow. Like it's just an odd movie.
Yeah, I just, but you're still gonna have your people. Like it's just, which is weird though Because if this is really true and the studio didn't notice this, why did they should have left it where it was, let Spider-Man overshadow it. But no, they bumped it. They pushed it back because they were hoping for that.
This is how Sony loses Spider-Man.
No, they won't lose it. No.
If this bombs enough, you don't think so?
No, they'll just go back to the fucking drawing board with this whole Spider-Verse, whatever they're doing with it.
This is supposed to set up the Spider-Verse.
No, they already have their thing. Like, they have their characters. But, like, think about what else is coming down the road. Craven.
Do you care?
No, because I think it's dumb. Like you're taking these people that were kind of like villains. Like, the only one that I get is Venom. I understand Venom.
He's an anti-hero.
Yeah, and
the other ones are villains.
Yeah, he turned into a hero. Yes,
Yeah.
there's parts where he's a hero, and he's had his own comic books. Like, as far as I know, Morbius did have his own comic book. So I don't. To me, they're just not big enough, and the way they're going, I mean, everything you're saying seems like it's going to be awful. This is one where, as soon as it gets out onto the streaming service, that's when I'll probably take a look. But the fact that you have your own director in the studio pushing and spoiling the post-credit scene, that's setting up some type of dimensional crossover thing with Michael Keaton and like Vulture, it's
Don't make your movie based off the post-credit scene. A lot of Sony stuff is doing that. Like even Venom, Maximum Carnage. Don't forget to wait for the post-credit scene. There's an entire movie there.
Yeah, but they didn't spoil it though.
Yeah, but they alluded to like, you need to watch this.
Yeah, but this one, they actually told you what happens in the post-credit scene.
So
yes, there's some hype. But I mean, like, it just seems like they're doing everything they can, is like, trying to get some buzz. And like I said, there's going to be people that are going to go see it, but to me, it's not a good sign. And from what you're telling me in the reviews, I haven't looked at any reviews, but just from the trailers alone, I'm not impressed with it. And I thought it was kind of a dumb idea to begin with, but it just seems like it's getting worse and worse.
You know what's getting worse?
Huh.
Disney keeps on editing content.
What are they doing?
They edit freaking Falcon and Winter Soldier. They edited blood scenes out of there. Like from.
But here's
your question is, what are they doing?
Why? Why are they doing this? I guess it's not really what. It's just more like, what, Disney? Come on. Like, you just made it so that you could put all the Netflix films or series onto Disney Plus. You had to set up your whole account and say, all right, this is mature and all this. Why are you taking this previously released stuff that you put out on your platform and changing it? I don't get that. You already changed your application so that it's okay to have mature audiences. Why are you changing this?
That's why they did it.
Because that was marketed toward a younger audience, or what?
Because it was marketed towards a younger audience, and since they have this age verification on their platform now, that would put
it'd be
Captain Falcon, and it would put it MA versus.
So they're making it so to abide by their rules that they've now created. Late after the fact, they have to adjust their old stuff so it's not behind a wall.
Why don't they just have 2 copies of it?
Here's the thing, though. I have a kid account on there, not for me personally, but you don't see the Marvel shows on there. I still don't get it. There's still an age restriction for it. It just does not make sense to me. What you just said though, that's close to I get that, kind of makes sense.
It would, yeah.
But at the same time, it still doesn't, because you still fucking made a mature wall.
See, Punisher is on there, and I really would hate to see that they edited the crap out of Punisher.
Well, I guess that's my what scares me the most is that where does this stop? Because it's previously released stuff. Mm-hmm. People know what it looks like.
Hey, Disney, cuss words happen.
Yeah, and they've been doing that. You make PG-13 material.
You have to kill characters off. Sorry.
Yeah, and okay, think about some of the. Dude,
there's guns.
You have a guy, especially in the Winter Soldier, or Falcon Winter Soldier. Like, dude, there's that scene where like fucking.
Isn't it funny you and I can't like figure
Yeah,
out the title
I
of
know.
this? Captain America and then Bucky or something.
Yeah, the new Captain America though, that guy when he goes crazy, dude, he like straight up like kills the crap out of anyone. Like, did they remove the blood from his shield in that one scene?
I don't know about that, but I know a character who died. They edited the blood out and
I saw the picture.
made
of
him close
it.
his eyes.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, I just if that's the one thing I don't know.
I have
why
no
it's
hope
so-
for Deadpool.
I still do. Like, I think they're still trying to figure it out. Here's why I have faith in Deadpool is because I don't think Ryan Reynolds will allow it anyway. I
Yeah.
think you're gonna have two different versions of it, kind of where you're gonna have your rated R version,
And then
and then when he visits other, movies, you're gonna have the PG-13 Deadpool.
yeah, true.
So
That's gonna be his way around it.
yeah.
Disney quit sucking, just like Morbius. This one's real quick, not that important, but March is a good month for Ninja Turtle movies. All the good ones were and have been released at the end of March. Ninja Turtles 1 was March 30th, 1990. March 23rd, 2007 for TMNT. Ninja Turtles 2 was March 22nd, 1991. Ninja Turtles 3 was March 19th, 1993. And then a little cool piece of news here is the mayor of LA dedicated March 19th, 93, TMNT Day.
Nice.
So hopefully by next year in March, we get another Ninja Turtle movie.
I hope so.
That's-
I hope Seth Rogen's paying attention to this.
That's my Seth Rogen laugh.
Yeah. Oh man, we gotta get in. Okay, I totally forgot about this.
Yeah. Are you excited? Because this is how I like how they do post-credit scenes.
What are we talking about? The Joker deleted scene?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spoiler
That they
alert.
just put it out on YouTube.
Did I not say this at one point? I said, get your ticket, and then you have a QR code that gives you access to a YouTube
Yeah, but
video.
this is just a deleted scene. Like where this scene. So the
This
new.
could have been a very, very much a post-credit scene.
No.
Or an extra credit scene. It is an extra credit scene because
It's more like what Peacemaker did. It's more like that, where like they took a scene that either didn't make it or extended scene that didn't make it.
But
It's more this.
didn't people find this through a riddle?
I don't know. I didn't find it through a riddle. I just went and found it on YouTube. It just came out and then it was all over the internet. But so yeah, the new Batman movie, there's a deleted scene, like 5-minute deleted scene that had Batman go to Arkham to talk to the Joker about the Riddler.
His name's not the Joker yet.
What did he call him?
There's no name. He just looks like the Joker.
Weird. But okay, here's the thing. But they alluded to that. Oh, it's our anniversary or something. Like they alluded to that Batman caught this guy, the Joker.
Right. So that debunked our internal group chat theory. Remember, I was like, yeah, he's probably in there for parking tickets.
Oh yeah. That Batman didn't capture him. He was just already there.
And this is Batman Year 2. So where did he capture him, and why didn't we get that story?
Exactly. And then obviously that means then, all right, I guess he wasn't that good and Batman was better. And now you have this Riddler one where like this is why I was hoping for a guess is that like Batman doesn't really catch the Riddler. The Riddler just pretty much, here I am, here you go. And Batman doesn't figure out shit. And then so this deleted scene further proves that, where he goes to this guy, and it's like, I need help with this. I don't know how to do this. So you're saying, and I feel like this is weird, like that the Joker is easier to catch than the Riddler, which I think I don't know. It's just so much shit in this deleted scene that I'm so glad it was cut.
Yeah.
So unnecessary. It adds so much more just like questions to it all. And actually watching it, I think it made me so like it brought down the Batman a little bit more for the overall movie, because like I don't understand. Like you're saying like I think everyone can agree the Joker is the best Batman villain, and then you just made it so that it seemed like nah, he was super easy to catch, and the Riddler's really the crazy villain, and he's super hard to catch. Like it just.
The Joker always gets caught though, but he always finds a way out.
Well, all the villains get caught.
So maybe this is a setup. Maybe the Joker was using the Riddler as a pawn to figure out how stupid Batman is.
Maybe he's doing all the pulling the strings from there. If that's the case, then maybe I like it more. But
There
right
was
now,
one thing I noticed in this, actually, I found in an Easter egg.
is this a paperclip thing?
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Very nice.
Yeah. Which, and some people say like, oh no, the Joker has it, so he's gonna get his escape. Which again,
How do you get out with paper clips?
You'd be amazed what you can do with paper clips. But like, it just goes to like how, again, it goes back to like how dumb Batman is.
Batman's kind of dumb.
He's so dumb, and then this is why I'm like upset.
I mean, all Batmans are.
I get more and more upset with this because I keep on thinking like he's supposed to be the world's greatest detective, and then I go back and say like, all right, I understand that it's year 2. He's not the world's greatest detective, but it really seemed like they were trying to push that, and like, no, he's just a dummy, and he doesn't really like. He catches on to a few things, but overall, he really did not solve much. Like,
so he's not the world's greatest detective, and here's why.
Yet.
Because detectives go undetected. They don't go around that they're blasting that they're a detective. So he is a visual representation of a detective, but he's just a big dummy in a big bat costume. The world's greatest detective is Dick Tracy because he's been around in a yellow jumpsuit. And he hasn't had a movie since 1993.
Totally undetected.
Totally undetected. So, or Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
don't even know where she is.
Nope.
Don't check in San Francisco. No, San Diego. One of those sands.
That'd be funny if. She was in San Francisco.
Yeah.
How'd you find her? Well, she said her name was Carmen Sandiego, but we looked up Carmen Sandiego or San Francisco and we found her.
Yeah. Pretty easy.
What'd you think about his appearance?
The Joker?
Yeah.
I
think it was too much.
I don't know. I thought it was fine.
These characters don't need that much.
It reminded me
prosthetics.
I think what they were going for is that he was like burned with acid, but then that kind of goes more along the lines of Two-Face. So
he did fall in a big thing of acid.
And
Tim Burton's Batman.
Yeah, in various forms. It's all different in so many different ways.
I want him to cut his face off.
Yeah, I almost took I don't know. It's just just so many different spins on the character, and like again, I think I don't know if I talked about this on air or just personally. Like this movie just felt like this was Matt Reeves' attempt. Like I want to do whatever I want in this movie, and I'm gonna put it in there, and I don't really care because it might be my only chance of doing a Batman movie. Which, if that's the case, I applaud him for everything he did.
I like that approach.
He made the movie that he wanted to make. He didn't care about like I want the Joker in there, and this is how I want to see him there. Like he put everything that he wanted into it. But now that obviously it's gonna get like another a sequel. It's gonna get a Penguin spinoff. Like now I'm just like wondering like now I feel like you've done too much, and now it's you almost kind of ruined it now. You're going to have to course correct, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the biggest riddle about this Batman is if DC's really trying to complete a universe, how the fuck are they going to put this guy in there?
Well, I don't know. They're not doing that. I don't think they're trying to. They're doing all their solo campaigns, basically. I don't think they're trying to connect this.
But they're still, that's the thing. But the rest of the DC universe is a universe.
Kind of.
Like
barely. It's hanging by a thread.
It's hanging by the Peacemaker is what it's hanging by.
Kind of.
But, dude, you can't have the Justice League without Batman and Calendar Man.
Yes.
Or Condiment Man. I'm sorry, that guy. Anyway, that's enough news, right?
Yeah, it's enough.
Peter, you never do it.
I don't like doing it because I want to do it really short.
You just want to get it done.
Yeah,
huh?
I just go to bmoviesbeyond.com and find all our social accounts there. Boom.
See, in Peter's mind, he basically wants more clicks on the website, more clicks on the things that matter for us, and that's on the YouTubes, it's on the podcast, it's on the website, so that we get those impressions.
Yeah. The biggest thing I want right now is I want more subscribers to our YouTube channel. So if you're listening to this or seeing it and you haven't subscribed, you haven't flicked the button, the bell,
The bean?
you need to right now because we need those up. So do it. That would make me so happy.
Do it now.
Yes. Support the show and tell your friends. Share it. You know,
like a bra.
yeah. And you gotta share that through social media. That's how we all communicate now.
Slap him in the face and say, listen to Bean Movies and Beyond.
Right.
But not violently.
Tell them to come listen to this shit where they don't know how to speak English.
You know what? Put our names in your mouth. Keep them in there.
Yeah, you can. We approve of that.
We approve. Keep B Movies and Beyond in your mouth.